raping and killing. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Isaiah 13:15-16. Comment. These verses foretold the deaths of the people of Babylon. Fortunately not everyone in Babylon, now modern Iraq, fell by the sword or had their children dashed to pieces or their wives raped, just another instance of errors in the Bible. How some people who believe in an infallible Bible can accept these verses, as God-inspired, or morally uplifting can only give evidence to the blinding nature of belief. For, if we believe these words, as God-inspired, then the killing of children and the raping of wives must also come as an inspiration from the Supreme Being. Shed the blood. And surely your blood of your lives will I require, at the hand of every beast will I require it, and at the hand of man, at the hand of every man's brother will I require the life of man. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed, for in the image of God made the man. Genesis 9:5-6. Comment. Some anti-abortionists have used these words to justify the killing of abortionists. As such, these words helped inspire Michael Griffin to kill Dr. David Gunn on March 10, 1993. Consider that the Bible never directly addresses abortion, much the less the condemnation of it. On the contrary, God himself has condoned, not only miscarriages, but has personally called for the killing of suckling infants and the bashing of children against the rocks. See Numbers 5:26-27, I Samuel 15:2-3, and Psalm 1379. Slaughter of innocents. And we took all his cities at that time, and utterly destroyed the men, and the women, and the little ones, of every city, we left none to remain. Deuteronomy 2:34. And we utterly destroyed them, as we did unto Sihon king of Heshbon, utterly destroying the men, women, and children, of every city. But all the cattle, and the spoil of the cities we took for a prey to ourselves. Deuteronomy 3:6-7. Comment. Such words helped give justification to medieval crusaders who slaughtered men, women and children along their way to Jerusalem and stole the spoils of the cities. Even today, many Christian military men use scripture to justify their actions. If any soldier harbors doubt about killing his fellow humans, he need only consult a military chaplain or read the Bible to calm their worries. Even George Bush, the first, with Billy Graham beside him, proclaimed the Gulf War as moral. George Bush, the second, continued in his father's steps by killing thousands of Iraqi civilians in the Iraqi War. Such moral wars result in thousands of utterly destroyed innocent men, women and children. For a few more examples left square brackets but not all right square brackets, see also Deuteronomy 3:3, 7:2, 20:16-17, 25:19, Joshua 6:21, 8:26, October 28:40, Numbers 31:17-18, I Samuel 15:3, Isaiah 13:16, and Hosea 13:16. Slay old and young. And to the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city, and smite, let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity, slay utterly old and young, both maids, and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. Ezekiel 9:5-6. Comment. These words, commanded by God, orders the slaying of not only women and the old, but of little children. These accounts of cold-blooded massacres occurred simply because people refused to accept Yahweh. These phrases should give warning to anyone who knows a person who believes every word in the Bible. For what sense of moral reasoning should we allow ourselves to admire such biblical verses? The survivors, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Revelation 7:3-4. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. Revelation 9:3-4. And I looked, and, lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Sion, and with him 140 left square bracket and right square bracket 4,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. Revelation 14:1. The 140 and 4,000, which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. Revelation 14:3-4. Comment. Here we have the great future destruction where billions of people will die. Only 144,000 virgin Jews with a protective mark on their heads will survive. I suppose the Jews, for Jesus' cult, would serve as the leading candidates. How many believers realize that this means the death of everyone on earth but a few virgin Jews? And this includes the destruction of all Christians. Of course the alleged Jesus, a virgin Jew, who claimed only a few would enter heaven, would agree with this. Note, of course faithful Christians cannot accept the 144,000 figure, so they must either become atheists, ignore these verses, reject Revelation, as just dream nonsense, or try to revise its meaning to something they can accept. Some try to get creative by claiming that Reverend 7:9, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations, and kindreds, and people, and tongues, means an unlimited number will enter heaven. Not so. The all in this verse speaks about all the tribes of Israel, the Jews, scattered around the nations of the world. The verse comes right after listing the tribes in Revelation 7:1-8. And man doesn't name the number but rather the angel who speaks in John's dream. And John reports the number 3 times, in chapters 7 and 14, as shown above. Sorry Christians, but all of you will have to suffer with all the atheists and unbelievers in God's hell. Welcome to the club. Beware of a future Armageddon caused by religious people. Belief in self-fulfilling prophecies creates self-fulfilling acts. Utter destruction. 1. And they utterly destroyed all that was in the city, both man and woman, young and old, and ox, and sheep, and ass, with the edge of the sword. Joshua 6:21. Comment. These God-inspired words give not a hint of mercy to innocent slaughtered women, children or the old. After Moses and Aaron died, Joshua assumed command and the Israelites entered Jericho. Note that in the same siege, all the silver, and gold, and vessels of brass and iron, are consecrated unto the Lord, they shall come into the treasury of the Lord. Joshua 6:19. In the battle of Ai, the Bible tells that 12,000, the whole population of Ai, got slaughtered. Joshua 8:25. Note that many invaders throughout history have used such words as justification for wars and looting. Utter destruction. 2. Ye shall utterly destroy all the places, wherein the nations which ye shall possess served their gods, upon the high mountains, and upon the hills, and under every green tree, and ye shall overthrow their altars, and break their pillars, and burn their groves with fire, and ye shall hew down the graven images of their gods, and destroy the names of them out of that place. Deuteronomy 12:2-3. Comment. The Lord here commands the destruction of all the places where people worship other gods. There appears not a shred of religious tolerance here. I cannot imagine a God who rewards and punishes the objects of his creation, whose purposes are modeled after our own, a God, in short, who is but a reflection of human frailty. Neither can I believe that the individual survives the death of his body, although feeble souls harbor such thoughts through fear or ridiculous egotism. Albert Einstein. For other examples of utter destructions, see Numbers 21:2, Deuteronomy 3:6-7, 7:2, 14:15, 20:17, Judges 21:11, 2 Chronicles 20:23, I Kings 22:42, Isaiah 11:15, 15:3, 9, 18, Jeremiah 12:17, 25-9, 50, 21, 26. 51:3, Daniel 11:44, Amos 9:8. Washing feet in blood. The righteous shall rejoice, when he sees the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. Psalms 58:10. Comment. How many good Christians realize that such a verse appears in the Bible? Of course most preachers keep these bloodthirsty words away from their congregations, and the few Christians who do come across these verses, reinterpret them for their own purposes, not realizing the impact these words can have on others. Unfortunately the few that take these verses literally can justify atrocities against